all, welcome to CSEC Mathematics with Mr. Charles. Today we are looking at direct proportion. The question on the screen says if 26 articles cost $214.50, what amount does one article cost? What is the cost of 15 articles? When we talk about direct proportion, we are comparing two things, okay? Or two groups of things or two groups of items, and as one quantity increase, the other quantity increase by the same constant value. Okay, so if quantity A is doubled, then quantity B would be doubled as well. So if we find the amount that one article cost, we could find the amount that 15 article would cost. So 26 articles equals $214.50. So if that is the case, then one article would be $214.50 divided by the 26. Let's calculate what that is equal to. $214.50 divided by 26. That would be $8.25 for one article. Okay, so that's one part of the answer. The next question asks to calculate the cost of 15 articles. So we say therefore 15 articles would be equal to $8.25 or $8.25 times 15. That gives us $123.75. A train travels 252 kilometers in 42 hours. What amount of time will it take to complete a journey of 350 kilometers? So what amount of time? So time I have to go on the right. So 252 kilometers equals 42 hours. Alright, so if that is the case, then 1 kilometer would be equal to 42 hours divided by 252 kilometer, giving us, okay, that gives us 0.167 hours. Therefore 350 kilometers would be equal to 350 times 0.167, okay, hours. Okay, and that would make our answer 58.45 hours. Okay, and that's the answer there. That's how long it would take to travel 350 kilometers. Number 3 says a car travels 240 kilometers on 20 liters of petrol. How many liters of petrol is needed to travel 600 kilometers? So notice it says how many liters of petrol. So liters of petrol have to go on the right of the equal sign. So we know that 240 kilometers equals 20 liters. Alright, 20 liters of petrol. Okay, and then 1 kilometer would be equal to 20 divided by 240. Okay, 20 divided by 240, which is equal to, so 20 divided by 240 is equal to 0.083. Right, 0.083 liters. That's a 1 kilometer. So therefore 600 kilometers would be equal to 600 times 0.083 liters, and calculating that we get 49.8 liters petrol, and that's our answer there. Let's continue. Number 4 says a bag of peas costs $17.91. At the same rate, what amount of money would a 9 kilogram bag of peas cost? So The question is what amount of money. So our answer has to be in dollars and cents. So that means that amount of money has to go on the right of the equal sign. So we know 5 kilograms equals $17.91. So if that is the case, if 5 kilograms equals 17.91, then 1 kilogram would be equal to $17.91 divided by 5, right, kilograms. And that gives us 1791 divided by 5 kilograms. That gives us $3.58. Okay, $3.58. So therefore 9 kilograms would be equal to 9 times the cost for 1 kilogram, which is $3.58. 9 times 358 is $32.22. Number 5, it says the ingredients to make black cake are as follows. So you have 400 grams raisins, 450 gram prunes, 450 gram currants, 100 grams mixed peel, 1.5 tablespoon ground cinnamon, 225 grams glazed cherries, 2 cups of non-alcoholic red wine, 2 cups of cherry brandy, 450 grams granulated sugar, 450 grams butter, 2 tablespoons baking powder, 10 large eggs, 225 grams brown sugar for a caramel coloring, and half cup of boiling water. So it says here the above recipe makes 2 black cakes of 25 centimeter diameter. What quantities are needed to make 5 black cakes of 25 centimeter diameter for a wedding? Okay, so the quantities that we have here would make for 2 black cakes. So notice the question asks what quantities are needed. So that means that quantities supposed to be on the right. So we're gonna find the quantities for each ingredient, but we're gonna kind of group them because we have a few 450s. So we have 450 prunes, 450 here, right? Lower down we have another 2 450s there, here as well. Okay, good. So let's do the prunes, the currant, the granulated sugar, and the butter. Right, so remember quantity have to be on the right because that's what we're trying to find. Okay, so if 2 cakes equals 450 grams, then 1 cake would equal to 450 grams divided by 2, which is 225 grams. Therefore 5 cakes would be equal to 5 times 225 grams, and 5 times 225 is 1125 grams. So you would need 1125 grams for the prunes, the currant. You would also need that for the granulated sugar, 1125 grams. Let's look at the raisins, 400 grams. Do we have 400 anywhere else? No. So let's look at the raisins. So raisins, okay, so we say if 2 cakes, okay, equals 400 grams, then 1 cake would be equal to 400 grams divided by 2, which is 200 grams, right? Therefore 5 cakes would be equal to 5 times 200 grams, and 5 times 200 would be equal to 1000 grams, right? So you would need 1000 grams in the raisins. For the mixed peel, it's 100 grams, so 100 grams for the mixed peel. And so we could simply say 100 divided by 2 times 5. Okay, so for the mixed peel is equal to 100 divided by 2 times 5, right? Because that's what we did here. For the raisins, we said 400 divided by 2, and what we get, we times it by 5. So 100 divided by 2 times 5, that would give us 50 times 5, that's 250 grams in the mixed meal. Let's do the glazed cherries, 225. So that's 225 divided by 2 times 5, that would give us 112.50. Okay, times 5, that gives us 562.50 grams. Well, the 2 cups non-alcoholic red wine and the 2 cups cherry brandy, that's easy to calculate. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5, so that's 5 cups. Okay, same thing here, 5 cups. Alright, do we have 2 anywhere else? 2 tablespoons baking soda, so that's 5 tablespoons. Okay, 5 tablespoons. And right, the 225 grams brown sugar for caramel coloring, that would be the same 562.5 grams, right? Because it's the same 225, so 562.5 grams. Then for the half cup boiling water, we say half divided by 2, right? And then we multiply that by 5. So half divided by 2 is the same as half multiplied by 1 over 2, because this 2 is 2 over 1. We change the division to a multiplication sign, and then we flip the fraction to the right of the division sign. So half times a half, right? Put that in bracket, times 5. Half times a half is a quarter, or 1 over 4. And 1 over 4 times 5. 5 over 1 is 5 over 4, right? 5 over 4. And the 5 over 4 is the same as 1 and a quarter. 1 and a quarter, right? So that's 1 and a quarter, right? 1 and a quarter cups of boiling water. So that's what would be needed for the 5 black cakes. So 1 and a quarter cups, that's what we need there. Then for the 10 large eggs, so we say 10 divided by 2 times 5, right? 10 divided by 2, 10 divided by 2 times 5, so that is 5 times 5, because 10 divided by 2 is 5, so that's 5 times 5, right? So that's 25. So that's 25 eggs, right? 25 large eggs that would be needed. Then, well, the 450 gram butter would be the same 1125 grams, right? So 1125 grams. Right, the 1.5 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, that's 1.5. So we have to say 1.5 divided by 2. So 1.5 divided by 2, and then we multiply that by 5. So 1.5 is the same as 3 over 2, and then we change the division to a multiplication, and then the 2 over 1 we flip it, so we get 1 over 2, right? Times 5, bring down that. We cannot cancel, so 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, 3 times 1 is 3, and 2 times 2 is 4, so that's 3 over 4, right? Or 3/4 times 5, right? 5 over 1. We cannot cancel, so 3 5s 15. 15 over 4 1s 4, 15 over 4, right? 4 into 15 is 3, because 3 4 is 12, so 3 and right, 3/4, right? 3 3/4, okay, tablespoon. That's what would be needed. Okay, so now we've calculated all the quantities of ingredients we would need to make 5 black cakes of 25 centimeter diameter for a wedding. Okay, and that's all the questions for this video. Thank you very much for being a part of my audience. It has been a pleasure.